Welcome back with a smiling face. Links to previous episodes are given in the video description, so don't forget to like, subscribe and share the video. Hunted by the past. Blurb, all she ever wanted was to survive, but betrayal runs deep. Abandoned by her own brother and despised by the pack that was once her family, she is left with nothing but her will to keep going. When she stumbles upon a chance at escape, she discovers it's not a safe haven at all, but something far more dangerous, a mate from a clan feared for their ruthlessness. The Black Brothers, known for their cruelty, rule the most powerful pack in the city. Crossing paths with one of them on a stormy night might change everything, or seal her fate. Episode 1. I'm running as fast as my legs will carry me, through the cold rain, desperate to escape. The chill bites at me, but I can't stop. All I can think of is getting as far away as possible, pushing myself harder. Tears mix with the rain on my face, but his voice behind me fills me with dread. Come back here, he yells, fury in every word. Fear fuels my speed. How could he do this? How could my own brother betray me like this? I don't know where to go, but I turn down a narrow street, searching for a hiding place. The rain might hide my scent, but is it enough to save me? My feet hit the wet pavement as I run, fleeing from the only family I have left. 2 weeks ago. Nora. I tremble in fear. The voice calling my voice from next door freezes my hands immediately. He walks in, his eyes filled with anger. I can guess what is coming next. I gasp and bite my lip. The small kitchen seems way too narrow at this instant, as I instinctively step back as he's approaching closer. He raises his hand, and before I can say a word, slaps me. Don't run away when I'm calling you. I can feel the burn on my cheek, and do my best to keep my eyes down. If I look him in the eyes, he will get even madder. He unleashes at me, his voice echoing with anger in the room. Why is the food not ready, hey? Everyone is waiting because of you. Do you feel you can make everyone wait? Are you happy to make us wait? You useless trash. The alpha is even mad at me because of you. The slaps keep coming before I even get a chance to talk back. He doesn't care for my explanation. Why is it so unfair? It's not my fault. Rory and Bill came late with the groceries they were supposed to bring hours ago. I could only start late, and I did try to get it done as fast as possible, I really did, but it was just an impossible task. Why do I get a beating? My brother won't care, he won't listen to me. He is just a mad, angry beast. I can only try to cover my face with my arms as the blows keep coming. Brother, please, stop. I beg as my tears run down. Who are you calling your brother? I have no useless trash sister like you. But I am his sister. We have the same father, the same mother, how can he say that? His words are as painful as his hits. Alec used to care for me. He used to love me, his little sister, and played with me. But that was a long time ago, in our childhood. Everything changed for the worst when our mom died. He was 12, and I was 8. He found my mom and me late at night, a stormy night, in a bloodbath. I remember the horror on his face, the shock in his eyes, and how he ran away from the scene. His attitude changed completely after that, and so did the pack. He finally stops hitting me, out of breath, still red from anger. It hurts so much. I keep my arms up around myself, in case he decides to go at it again. But he steps back. Hurry up. I'll kill you if you don't hurry up. You cursed girl. He leaves the room, and I slowly lower my arms, still shaking. I try not to cry as I can feel tears filling my eyes. I get up and ignore the pain to go back to the cooking. I hurry up. I know his threats are real. I can't talk back, only concentrate on my task. I touch the painful areas hesitatingly. It hurts so bad. New bruises will add to the ones I already have. Sometimes it hurts for days, and the pain won't let me sleep. Can I ever escape this? Sometimes I'm afraid he will kill me. I finally finish cooking and bring the plates to the dining hall. Many pairs of eyes follow my every move. Some pack members smirk after me, some pretend I don't exist. I prefer the latter. I keep my eyes down and put one plate on the table after another, hoping no one is in the mood to mess with me today. I'm almost done serving when I can suddenly feel something on my thigh. A big hand is gripping me. I get away from the disgusting touch with a shiver, and realize the hand is Marcus. He is more than twice my age. I can't hold a squeak from disgust and step back hurriedly. At the end of the table, the alpha, Vince, hits the table with his fist as soon as he hears me, making me jump. Nora! Shut up and get out of there! Who wants to see your face when we are about to eat? Get out! I run away to leave this room filled with looks of hate and disgust. Some members of the pack even smirk or whistle when I walk by them. I raise my hand to touch my scar by reflex and quickly cover it with my hair as I exit the room. I can only breathe again when I finally reach the empty kitchen. Quietly and quickly, I find some leftovers from yesterday in the fridge and fill a small plate to take with me downstairs. I don't want to be there when everyone comes out of the dining room. The basement of the main house is a large, dusty room, filled with overused furniture, broken things, and old stuff no one wants. And me. I retreat to a yellowish run-down old couch and sit up to eat my cold lasagna. This place is where I'm the safest. No one comes here, and I doubt a lot of people even know I actually live here. Yes, this is my room. It has been for the past 9 years. I tried to sort it a little so I could feel a bit comfy, but I can never get used to it. It's dusty no matter how many times I clean it, and there is just one small window. No heating either. The winter nights are almost unbearable, even when I gather all the old clothing and sheets I can to cover myself. Facing me, a large broken mirror shows my shattered reflection. The scolding from the alpha comes back to me. I had forgotten about my scar. I must have put my hair behind my ear without thinking while cooking. I don't like it either. She runs from my eyebrow to my jaw in an irregular, vivid red line. I brush my hair with my fingers, trying to hide this hideous scar with my dark curls. I find the girl in the mirror so pitiable. She's scrawny, petite, and pale. I look like a sickly kid when I'm already 17. I envy the other girls from the pack. Girls like Jessica or Ember, with their feminine looks, curvy bodies, and confident attitude. They are the same age as me, but it's like we are from different worlds. All I can do is try to live as quietly as possible, avoid my brother's wrath and the pack members' mean looks. They all hate me. Suddenly, I wake up, still on the couch. Oh, Moon Goddess, did I fall asleep here? My brother is going to kill me. I get up as quickly as I can and run to the stairs, but as I exit the basement, I can already hear him. Nora! You useless freak! Where are you hiding? Wait till I get you! I freeze next to the basement stairs. What time is it? I try to think of something to explain my absence, but nothing comes to mind. Alec is yelling again, from outside I think. He must be looking for me thinking I went to the forest. Our pack is located in the outskirts of the city, making it easy for us to take a run whenever we want to. For those who can shapeshift. I take a few steps in the kitchen, hesitating. Should I try to go to the dining room and start cleaning up like nothing? I could try going upstairs to hide in one of the rooms. Suddenly, a wave of pain hits me from my scalp. My hair is violently grabbed from behind, and I lose balance as I'm forcefully pulled. "Found her," says a feminine voice. "Alec, I got your sister. It's Amber, not letting me go no matter how I try to escape her." My brother storms in, and hits me hard, so hard I hit the floor. "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I beg, sobbing already. Alec, I'm sorry. Won't you shut up? Where were you hiding, you? You thought the chores would get done by itself? Or were you hoping someone would do it for you, hey? Why is the alpha keeping this girl, again? She's so useless and dumb," says Amber. "I'm sorry, I'll do it right away." "Sorry." I sob. I get up to reach the sink and run the water to start washing dishes, trying to keep my tears in. My brother and Amber keep talking, but at least he has stopped hitting me. He won't get too violent with me whenever someone else is in the room, especially a girl. "If you run away or hide from your chores again, I will kill you," he swears as he exits the room, followed by Amber, who can't resist smirking at me. I'm so sick of it. When will this stop? This is my hell, day after day. I've tried running away, I did. But my brother is way faster than me, and I can't outrun any wolf when I can't shapeshift myself. I got the worst beating ever when they caught me. I really thought they would kill me at that time. But they didn't. I wish they just let me go, but where would I go next? I don't have any other relatives and no friends. I'm penniless too. Where would I go? Don't cry, Nora. Stop. It's useless. Chapter 2. Don't make a sound. Don't cry, don't move. I cover my mouth with both hands. I won't even breathe. I'm curled up next to a garbage dumpster, closing my eyes and trying to stop my erratic sobbing. I'm so scared I'm shaking like never before. I close my eyes and start to pray. Please, don't let him find me, please, please, please. My heart is pounding so loudly in my ears, I'm deaf to anything else. Even the downpour seems almost quiet. Never have I been so scared in my life before. This time, he will kill me. I'm dead if he finds me. Moon Goddess Mother, please, don't let him find me. As I can't hear him yell anymore, I sneak a peek behind my hideout. Is he gone? Did he go somewhere else? Gotcha! Come here, you! I scream. He grabs my hair, and the first blow is so violent I hit to the ground. The pain is terrible. My vision goes blurry, tears flow. I scream again, out of fear, trying to protect myself. He punches me again, and gets on top of me, pinning me to the ground. He keeps hitting me, one punch more violent than the previous. I keep screaming, crying, begging, he won't stop. I'm going to die. 1 week earlier. Give it to me, I said. I shake my head, confused. I don't have anything, I swear. He didn't give me anything, Alec, he really didn't. You know he gives it all to you. He growls in anger, but I keep shaking my head. What is wrong with him? I just got back from work, and he started searching for me, even emptied the content of my bag on the floor, and now he keeps asking me for the money. What money? He knows Robert gives him all of my salaries. I never see a single cent I work so hard for. Even the customers' tips, Robert just takes it from me as soon as my shift is over. I could never hide any of it. And Moon Goddess knows I wish I could. Why do you ask? Do you have money issues again? I ask. He glares back at me, furious. Again? Isn't that your fault I'm ruined? You are just waste of money. How can I ever live in peace if I have to use all of my money on you? Can't you work harder? How am I supposed to make it through with this measly paycheck you get? I'm astounded by his words. How dare he? I work like a slave all day and night. The alpha makes me do all the chores for the pack, from cooking to laundry, cleaning the whole house, on my own. And Alec got me this job at the local pub when I was 15, making me work those crazy shifts for half of the night. I can only get a few hours of rest at night, and it is never enough. He, on the other hand, never had a proper job. He is 23, but Alex says he doesn't need a job because he has to focus on the pack, for when he will be chosen as the next beta. As if that would ever happen. Even I know there is no way my brother will ever get that position. No decent alpha would ever appoint someone so lazy and self-centered as a beta. However, my brother is convinced of it. And that only makes me act even more arrogantly and unreasonably. He just spends money whenever he wants and shows off in front of his friends while I have to watch. That money is the one I earn with my sweat, and yet he is the one who spends it. How can he pretend I'm the one he uses it on? I don't own anything but a few clothes. I don't even have a bed, and I have to try and sneak out some leftovers to be able to eat. So why is it that now he is now interrogating me like I'm some thief? Anyway, you will be working tomorrow night. What? But I haven't had a day off in weeks. And the alpha wants me to make dinner. Someone from another pack is coming. I will never make it in time if, I don't care. It's your problem, not mine. You will go to work, and I'll kill you if you don't. And the alpha better not be angry at me because of you. I stand there, shocked as he exits the room. What is wrong with him? He has never told me to do anything that might upset the alpha, and now he wants me to go to work? Either he or the alpha, one of them will be mad at me. I take my head in my hands, so lost. What do I do now? The alpha was so adamant about me preparing all of this dinner. Some big shot from the Blood Moon pack is coming, that is big for our pack. He will never forgive me if I don't help him welcome them. Our Jade Moon pack is one of the oldest in the area, but we are not that imposing. There is about 100 of us, including the ones too old to take their wolf form and the few pups. We have some strong adult wolves, and our location is one of the bests in the area. But we are nothing next to the Blood Moon pack. I only know what I could hear from other people's conversations, but that was enough for me. The Blood Moon pack, despite being only a few decades old, is the strongest in the area, and unrivaled. Even the Sapphire Moon and the Gold Moon packs are no match. They have grown so prominent in recent years, that they even had to reorganize into subgroups under the supervision of their lieutenants. But the number is not what makes them so powerful. No, the Blood Moon pack is so fearsome because it is wealthy, hungry, and ruthless. Some say the alpha leads with an iron hand, and no mistakes are permitted. They're scary, but they are like royalty among wolves. Our Jade Moon pack is on neutral terms with them, so far. I don't believe any alpha leader would willingly become their enemy. So what would happen if I ruin this diner? I can ruin relationships between the two packs, and lead ours into a disaster. The alpha will definitely banish me, or worse. I try to sleep, but I'm too worried. What is wrong with my brother? I have seen him in need of money, but now, he acts like he has gone crazy. He was even searching in the basement when I came home, looking for any money. When I escaped him, I heard him ask Amber for cash. What kind of trouble did he get into this time? I don't like this. What will I do tomorrow? I can't do both. My shift starts at 4, and the diner has to be ready at 9. Should I do as Vince said and skip work or obey Alec? None of them will let me off. Vince hates me as well, and never hesitates to beat me. I fear his beating more than I fear my brother's, he is way too strong. Either way, this won't end well for me. The next day is a nightmare. My brother is already after me when I'm making breakfast for everyone, threatening me non-stop. You'd better not let me down, Nora. I want this money, you hear me? You are going to work as long and as hard as Robert wishes you, and you better come home with that paycheck in your hand. Or else you're gonna regret it, I swear. He just won't stop until the alpha comes downstairs to eat. Vince glares at me, and I lower my head, as submissive as I can be. A few other pack members enter after him to join the breakfast. Among them, Marcus sends me a lewd glance, making me shiver with disgust. What are you waiting for, you stupid girl? Says Amber, won't you hurry up and serve us the food? Want the alpha to starve or what? To add to her words, Vince growls. I can feel my wolf whimper inside, afraid. I can barely feel her nowadays. I serve the breakfast as fast as I can, feeling the angry eyes of the alpha on me. He is not the only one. I can hear my wolf whining continuously inside. She doesn't want to be there, and me neither. I'm about to leave the dining hall when the alpha calls me again. Nora. Tonight's dinner is essential for our pack. If you make any mistake, you will be banished of this pack for good, you hear me? I glance at my brother, sitting a bit further from the alpha, but he acts like normal. Alec will blame me in any case. Nora. I jump. The alpha got impatient from my silence. I nod slowly, and he growls once more before starting his breakfast. I leave the room, exit the house for fresh air. What do I do now? My eyes set on the forest. This green, vast, and beautiful forest. My wolf wants to go, she wants to run among the trees, feel the fresh cold air. The autumn's fallen leaves, the gentle breeze of the wind, the smell of the grass. I know. How I wish I could let her out too. I bite my lip. I wish I could be a free wolf. Free of my brother, free of my pack and free of those painful memories. Let's go, please. Can we go? Asks my wolf. No, no, we can't. We will die if we do. We tried running before, remember what they did to us? We can't escape. Chapter 3. Stop. No. Please, stop. I keep screaming, but Alec won't stop. My pain and supplications never made him stop before. And he was never this mad. My head hurts, all of my body hurts. My arms feel so weak that I can barely hold them up while trying to protect myself. I'm not done with you, Nora. Stop resisting. Die. Die. I'm gonna kill you. No, 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 I don't want to die. Please, make it stop. Won't anyone help? The rain covers all of my screams. My brother is beating me so hard, I can't take it anymore. I'm going to die here, on the asphalt. How can one take so much pain? I feel each of his punches. On my face, on my arms, on my ribs, and even on my stomach. His fists just mercilessly hit wherever they can reach. All of a sudden, he stops. Is he done? Oh moon goddess, I hope he's had enough. This pain is killing me. I can taste my own blood in my mouth and feel some running on my face, too. All of a sudden, I feel his hands on my neck. He's choking me. I try to fight him, push him away, but his grip is tightening so hard around my throat. I can't breathe, I'm fighting for air. Let me breathe. Black spots start blurring my vision, and my head hurts really badly. I gasp helplessly, but nothing comes, his hands won't let go. My hands try to push him away, but he won't budge. I see the look in his eyes. He's really going to do it. I feel my consciousness give up. I can't see anything. This headache overtakes it all. I can't. Hey! What are you doing? 1 week earlier. I won't go, I say. I'm shaking, but I won't change my mind. Alex stares at me with a furious look. I ignore him. I may be afraid of him, but the alpha's wrath is even scarier. What? Did you say you won't go? You just shut up and go already. I am not asking for your opinion. UBH. I bite my lip and clench my fist holding the spoon. I try to focus on those appetizers, ignoring the furious eyes of my brother. Alex starts yelling at me, as I expected. I can take his insults. I am no BH, no WE, no ST. I have never once done anything that could make me deserve these names, but he keeps going on and on. Why would he call me such things? I've never even been kissed before or been with a man. Hang on, Nora. This is not something he's never done before. He slaps me, but I don't care. I ignore the pain and keep making those toasts. A new slap, and one of the appetizers falls on the floor. Don't look at him, don't. Keep going. You are gonna go to work right now. He yells in the kitchen. No, I won't. I know it's no use talking back, so I don't. Even my wolf is proud of me. She is being fierce, showing her teeth, sharing her strength with me. We won't submit to him. If I don't make this dinner a success for the alpha, not only Vince, but the whole pack will be mad at me. I know how merciless the Blood Moon pack can be. That is no joke. Everyone still vividly remembers how they destroyed the Snow Moon clan 2 years ago. They didn't just fight them, they killed all of those who didn't pledge allegiance to the Blood Moon emblem. Compared to that kind of threat, those of my brother are definitely not as fearsome. He keeps the yelling going, but I ignore him. He slaps me a couple of times, pissed, but that won't work. When he suddenly stops, I raise my head, surprised. The alpha, Vince, just entered the kitchen. What's going on here? Vince asks. I can hear you all the way from my office, Alec, keep it down. Nothing, Alpha. Just telling this eyesore to work faster, you mind your own business. I need your sister working. Leave her be and stop hindering her work. Do you want to be useful? Go help Greg and Margaret upstairs. And shut up. Alec glares at me, but how is it my fault now? He has no choice but to obey and exits the kitchen, towards the stairs. Vince looks at me with disdain and peeks a glance at my work so far. It's not much, but it's not even 4 p.m. yet, and I know I'm going to be ready on time. Without saying anything, he exits the room. Apparently, he recognizes I've been working diligently and won't get mad. I let out a sigh of relief and go back to my task. At least now I know Alec won't dare to come back here. The hours go by, and I can feel the tension rising within our PAX building. Everyone is anxious about this meeting. Vince came down to check on my work 5 times within the last 2 hours. But I am proud of everything I have done and even feel rather confident about the dinner. Nora. Stop daydreaming. Sorry Alpha. But I'm almost done. I defend myself, showing the completed dishes. Vince nods, but won't compliment me. Then, he takes a look at me and clicks his tongue. I glance down. I spent all afternoon cooking, and thus, my clothes were dirted. They weren't pretty, to begin with, but now I look like a beggar. Even my hair is messy. I will change into new clothes as soon as I'm done. Whatever. Just go to your room and don't you dare come out tonight. I don't need the Blood Moon leaders to see your face. His eyes are set on where my scar is, behind my hair. I was careful to braid my hair the right way so my curls would hide it, but it's no use, he knows it's there. I avoid his gaze and lower my head. At the same time, a group of pack members walks by to go to the recreation room, laughing and jokingly pushing one another. Alec is among them, and he stops as soon as he sees me. He goes from a smile to a pissed-off look in no time and keeps glaring at me as long as our eyes meet. I know my brother still thinks about this shift, but it's way too late now. I wonder why he wanted tonight's money so badly. Is he having money issues again? But he can't say anything right now. Vince is still facing me and watching my every move like a hawk, making sure I finish in time. I feel, however, that this will only delay Alec's punishment for opposing him. An hour later, I'm in the kitchen with my completed dishes, giving instructions. And this is called crème brûlée. All you need to do is burn the sugar on top a little when you serve it, like I just did. Jill and Maria are frowning, trying to remember it all. They will be the ones to serve tonight, as Vince doesn't want anyone that is not part of the pack to see me. Jill and Maria are my age, but they are way prettier, though they are not really smart. Wait, why did you have to make a Russian dessert? Asks Maria while playing with her blonde hair. It's not Russian, it's French. Vince said the main family is originally from France, so, they give me suspicious stares, but I don't care. All I need is for them to remember a few names and how to serve it. Thankfully, about 20 minutes later, I think they finally get it. I hope so. They leave upstairs to get ready, and I can finally clean the kitchen. It's almost time. Everyone is ready, and it is time for me to go hide in the basement. I'm so exhausted from cooking all afternoon, I just lay flat on my familiar couch. I'm about to fall asleep when I can hear them. The people from the Blood Moon clan are here. I get up, totally awake, and run across the room to the small window. I climb on top of a rundown drawer to reach the opening. I have to stand on my toes to actually get to see something. My eyes are at ground level, and, for a while, all I can distinguish are feet and paws. But I can clearly hear Vince's voice. Welcome. Welcome to the Jade Moon Den. I am Vincent Green, and this is my beta, Peter. I can distinguish his big brown boots among the crowd, and Peter, in his wolf form, next to him. Actually, a few members of our pack shape-shifted, too, prior to the guests' arrival, just in case. I suppose both sides can't trust the other. However, facing them, the Blood Moon pack members are easy to recognize, even from my position. They are all in human form, and wearing dark suits and classy black leather shoes. Look like some mafia has arrived. I'm shocked not a single one of them is in their wolf form. Are they that confident? Or just trying to act arrogantly? One of them answers, with a nice and gentle voice I didn't expect. Thank you for having us. You have a lovely turf indeed. How lucky of you to be able to enjoy a run in the forest anytime you want. His tone is peaceful, so why is it his words seem so menacing? I feel like he is threatening instead of thanking. Vince must be tense, but he won't show it. Oh, we are very attached to our land. My family has protected it for generations. But the forest is everyone's, of course, so please do not hesitate to come whenever you want to escape the city. I don't believe they would wait for permission. Vince finally invites them in, and I leave my spot to go put my ear against the door. The basement is next to the kitchen and pretty close to the dining hall. I can hear all the chatting as they go by, with Vince introducing some pack members and showing them the way. Actually, he is the only one talking, none of the blood moon can be heard. I wonder what they look like. I listen to them enter the dining hall, and then the kitchen goes quiet. Meanwhile, I change quickly into some clean clothes. I grab a clean pair of jeans that I have left in the old wardrobe and put on a dark blue sweater that's too big on me, but never mind. At least I feel clean. I'm putting my messy hair into a low bun when I hear some steps coming from the kitchen. Jill and Maria came to take the first plates, chatting as always. Gosh, I could barely breathe in there, everyone is so tense. If only they would relax a little, says Maria. Oh, I wish I could relax with that Nathaniel guy. I'm sure he's a wild beast behind the pretty boy look. Keep your paws off, girl. Amber already is eyeing him. That girl is such a st. But even without her, I wouldn't go near one of them. Those black brothers are scary. I mean, those guys killed their own father and Alpha. And it's only two of them here. But I heard the oldest brother is the worst, he is the crazy one of the lot. Okay, you got all of them. Jill whispers. They go back, and the kitchen goes silent again. Did they really kill their Alpha father? I didn't know that part. No wonder everyone is so afraid of them. Jill and Maria come and go again in the kitchen, but the chatting is reduced to them trying to remember what they are serving. It's nerve-wracking to hear them struggle when I'm just behind the door, but I can't disobey Vincent's orders just to help those two. Thankfully, it seems the dinner goes well. I can hear everyone exiting the dining room, and their voices reach me again when they go out. It's dark by now, but never mind, I can still hear them talking. Was impressed. It's been a while since we've enjoyed some authentic French cuisine, says the guy from earlier. They liked it. I find myself smiling and let out a sigh of relief as Jill and Maria never said a thing about the guests' impressions for the whole dinner. Glad you enjoyed it. It was our honor to have you here tonight. Surely our brother is going to regret missing this. Who knew the Jade Moon clan had such cooking-skilled members? By the way, you have exquisite ladies here. Vince must be overjoyed. This is the same as saying they would agree to let our pack's members court each other, an excellent way to improve relationships. Hey! Is that all your girls? Says a voice I haven't heard before. Judging from his arrogant tone, that must be the other brother. What's with his question? He sounds so disdainful. Well, yes. You've seen all our young girls who have yet to find their mate tonight, never mind. Let's leave. They exchange a few greetings and soon leave. I can hear some of our pack members letting out sighs of relief. What's with this attitude of his? Are we not pretty enough now? Growls Amber. None of the Black brothers has a mate yet. Maybe they were also looking for some prospect wife, says Lily, Vince's fiancée. Anyway, that went well. We should be content with that alone. I don't want any issues with the Blood Moon clan. Their brother is pissed at the Sapphire Moon clan these days, and trust me. No one wants to take their place. I step down, as Vince is now just giving orders for the patrols. What a night! Even without being in the room, I was still on edge because of this dinner. Again, I wonder why those brothers and their guard bothered to come all the way here. They own half of the city and scare the other half. Are they interested in the outskirts of the city now? I just keep thinking about the dark rumors surrounding those three black brothers, and slowly fall into a deep sleep. Chapter 4. Get off her! Let her go, I said. I hear screams and a loud growling. Suddenly, the pressure around my neck disappears, and someone's finger gently touches my throat. I think someone is talking to me. A fight is going on. I can hear my brother shrieking, and the terrifying growls of a massive beast. My throat hurts so badly. All of my body is in unutterable pain. I lose myself to unconsciousness to escape it all. 2 days earlier. Something's wrong with my brother. Since the dinner with the Blood Moon clan, and me not obeying to him, he has been acting weird. I found it odd for him not to come and punish me afterward, but he never did. For some reason, he just keeps watching me from afar. Even today, as I am working, he is standing at the bar, watching my every move and drinking without saying a word. Robert frowns, unsure about what is going on. At some point, he grabs my arm, almost making me spill the beers. Hey, what's with Alec? You did something? Looks like he's pissed at ya or something. I don't know. Now let me go, customers on table 6 are waiting for those, I just answer and shake his arm off. He may not be pleased with my answer, but I really don't know. It's his 4th beer already, and he hasn't said a word for hours. It's almost scary how silent he is. Knowing he is watching, I keep working. It's not like I'm bored, anyway. Rob's bar is crowded tonight, and the orders keep coming in non-stop. Liz and I have been running around since it opened. Elizabeth is older than me, and Robert's daughter, but she might be the only member of the pack who is almost nice to me. At least, she has never hit me. I'm cleaning a table for the next group when someone loudly orders more beer from across the room. 2 harpoons and 3 Newcastle. I go behind the counter to pour the drinks, and Liz joins me, grabbing a towel. Those drunkards spilled some of their beer on me. How am I supposed to go party after this if I smell like a barrel of beer? It should come off with just water and soap from the ladies' room, I say. Really? You better be sure, 'cause I'm not going like that. I nod, and she runs off to the bathroom. Liz isn't bad. She's just a bit self-centered and still acts like she's 16 instead of 26 sometimes. But I like her. Sometimes she gives me some of her clothes she won't wear anymore, even if it's just because she is too lazy to throw it out. Thanks to her, I can actually wear something new sometimes, as Alec won't ever leave me any money to buy anything. I keep working, and the bar is so full, even Robert seems in a good mood. Liz and I run around without stopping to keep up, until about 11 p.m. Now the groups are paying and exiting the bar one after another, going to find some more fun somewhere else. I can clean the tables without stopping every time to take a new order, and even Robert went outside for a quick smoke. I realize Alec is still there, only he isn't alone anymore. Why is he talking with Marcus? I don't like this. This is leering me while whispering with my brother. Alec doesn't seem too happy about it, either. He's fidgeting for some reason, looking pissed, while Marcus has this annoying smirk on his face. I wish I knew what they're talking about. Nora. If you're done, come clean the glasses, girl. Liz has decided she's done for tonight. She takes her apron off and waves me goodbye before heading to the back exit. She probably was waiting for a chance to go while her dad is not watching. I take over behind the sink, and I'm actually almost in front of my brother and Marcus now. They immediately stop talking, and both stare at me. One is looking at me with disgust, the other with LT. "Hi, Nora," says Marcus. I ignore him and keep washing one glass after another. Even if I concentrate on my hands, I can feel his gaze piercing me. It's so unsettling. Playing hard to get? That's not what this pretty skirt says, you know. Won't he stop? My own brother is sitting in front of him, and neither of them minds his trashy talk. This man is so disgusting. My wolf is growling inside, annoyed, too. Can't he just get drunk and go away like everyone else? Why do I have to hear this? Isn't your sister good at this, Alec? She's a freak, all right, but a hot one. She sure knows how to get some attention. The freak doesn't want any attention. There are so many hot girls in the pack, why is he always after me? I'm not pretty, I wear ragged and oversized clothes, and I even have a scar across my face. Is he blind or what? All of a sudden, his hands go over the counter, and he grabs my wrist. Let me go. Hey, don't run away, sweetheart. Come on, I just wanna chat a bit. I struggle to break free, but he won't let go. He is grinning and holding as hard as he can until it hurts. Let me go. Oh, here's you pretty voice, sweetheart. Do you have any idea how enticing it sounds? You could, enough. Robert is back, and his yell actually surprises Marcus enough that he loses his grip and I can free myself. I massage my painful wrist and step back. Marcus looks pissed, but he won't win against Robert's angry face. Marcus, why are you annoying Nora when she's working? I need my staff working, so keep your little games for later and get out. Marcus grunts, but he knows who is the stronger wolf in the room. He pays and leaves, to my relief. That was close. He's gotten physical a few times before, but these days, he really is pushier than usual. Alec, still silent, gives me an annoyed look and leaves behind him. I see him catching up with Marcus outside, a pissed-off expression on his face, actually talking to him. Robert starts counting today's tips while looking at them across the window. The smell of his cigarette is effectively chasing off all of the last customers. Tisk, this guy is such a pain. And you, hurry up with the cleaning. I'm tired. No need to tell me twice. The bar is located downtown, actually 30 minutes away from our Jade Moon territory. I don't mind the walk. Most people don't even notice me, and I can actually enjoy the quietness of the night. And it's mid-October, so it's not too cold either. And I'm in one of the safest parts of the city, also, so the chances of encountering some rogues or anyone threatening are rather low. Silver City can be dangerous at times. Having so many different werewolf packs in the same area is bound to raise tensions. The young ones are always looking for a fight to expand their power, while the older packs fiercely defend what's theirs. 2 months ago, a newly created pack tried to raid our territory, and we couldn't let that happen, but quick fight broke out. The Jade Moon pack might be known as a peaceful one, but that doesn't mean we are pushovers. The Alpha and the other fighters made it pretty clear that day. I finally make it back to the main house, but surprisingly, someone's still up. Rory and Bill are talking in the kitchen over some drinks. I just head right away for the basement, but they actually call me when they see me. Hey, freak! Come here for a second. I'm in no mood to entertain them now. I want to flee to the basement and get some sleep. But they insist with a hand gesture, and I guardedly enter the dining hall. "Oh come on, we are not gonna eat you or something. Says Rory, seeing me so defiant. I don't trust any of them. They are my brother's friends, and they can be quite vile and cruel when they're bored. They've locked me out a few times, wouldn't let me eat in peace without calling me names, and would flip over my skirt if I came across them. But this time, they just looked annoyed somehow. I stop a few steps after the door, while I am still within a safe distance from them. "Hey, where's your brother? We've been looking for him all day." I frown. "What, so they were just waiting for Alec?" I shake my head. "I don't know. He came to Robert's pub with Marcus, but they left together before I did. I really don't know where he went, tisk. This dumbass is evading us," growls Bill. "He can't keep it up for long, anyway. Even Peter's looking for him. Bet that was actually stupid enough to borrow some money from the beta, too. Alec borrowed money from you and Peter?" I ask, nervous. Bill slams his glass on the table, making me jump. "Yeah, he did. And we've had enough of it. That brother of yours owes half of the pack and won't return a single cent. Not good. Alec doesn't win any money on his own. All he has is my salary and the inheritance from our parents. Why is my brother going around borrowing money? There is no way he can pay them back." Rory keeps complaining, but he's obviously drunk and gabbling. I can leave the room without either of them noticing. Back to my familiar basement, I'm exhausted. Why is Alec so irresponsible? He is older than me, so why is he still acting so recklessly? He won't get a decent job, he just pushes all of his chores on me and beats me up when he's upset. What was that talk with Marcus for, anyway? Is he trying to borrow some money again? That night I lay on my old couch with an uneasy feeling. The next day, my brother isn't in the dining hall for breakfast. And I am not the only one concerned about his absence. Peter comes to me to ask about his whereabouts, but I'm just as clueless as he is. Borrowing money from the beta and his friends, what was he thinking? Peter could have Vincent banish him from the pack for this kind of thing. Our clan is really not easy on troublemakers. I try not to think about it too much and just focus on my chores for the day. But after cleaning the breakfast dishes, doing the laundries, cleaning the first and second floors, and sewing a few things, I keep wondering where he could be. It seems like no one has seen him all day, and I heard Vincent complain about Alec not showing up for the patrol. The whole day goes by, and even Rory came by again to interrogate me. I still had no satisfying answer to give him, and as a result, he hit me a couple of times, annoyed. I wish I knew where Alec was, too. A lot of people stared at me suspiciously as they came for the dinner time, and I realize he might have borrowed money from too many people, as his friends said. Wait, he wouldn't have run away, right? My hand frees on my sponge. Could he? No, it's just been a day, maybe he's… Nora, come here. Alec. My brother is here. He's in the kitchen, fidgeting and looking at me with a weird look. I approach him cautiously. He doesn't look drunk, that's a relief. I was thinking he might have been drinking, but he seems pretty neat and sober. All of a sudden, he hands me what he's been holding in his hands. Isn't that one of our mother's dresses? I recognize the beautiful embroidery and the lace on the back. I didn't even know he had it. I found this. Just put it on. Is this supposed to be a present? He's frowning and won't look at it. I am not sure about what to do. Isn't this dress too thin for the season? Why would I put on such a pretty and daring dress here and now? But all of a sudden, my hesitation angers him. Just put this thing on, I said. He violently slaps me, making me step back. I don't answer and flee down to the basement to obey. I don't want to get hit a second time. I get dressed in front of the mirror, but my reflection is unsettling. This dress is pretty, long and sleeveless, with lace at the back to find a corset-like style. The pure white doesn't look too good on my pallid and bruised skin. And it's mother's. How long do you need to put on a dress? Alec comes down without warning and looks at me, visibly pissed. Seeing that I'm done, he runs up to me and grabs me by the arm without a word. I try resisting, but he's way stronger. He takes me out of the house and starts walking toward the city. Wait, Alec, stop. I can't go out looking like this. What are you doing? Stop. He stops, and I get a new slap, a second, and a third, one after another. Will you shut up? I don't care. Just shut up and walk. I don't dare to say a word anymore. I don't want any more hits, but where are we going? I'm barefooted, and he makes me walk looking like this in the open. I am starting to get really scared of what's coming now. He makes sure we avoid the rest of the pack, making us take the long way around the houses. Everyone is having dinner, is that why he only came now? To avoid others? I don't like this. 20 minutes later, we finally enter one of the buildings in the outskirts of the city. I know this one, it belongs to our Jade Moon clan, so a few pack members live here. Who are we meeting, then? Without a word, he pushes me into the elevator, and finally lets my arm go. I'm freezing, and my arm aches. Alec, what's going on? Why are we here? Settling my debts. What? How? He doesn't answer and pushes me to the 6th floor. He grabs me again as he sees me hesitating, and pushes me before him. I trip and almost fall on my knees as we enter one of the apartments, and when I raise my head, I see Marcus. Marcus, staring at me with a grin. There you go, says Alec. Wait, what? Alec, what is this? I ask, panicked. Oh Moon Goddess, no, no, no. Marcus won't keep his hungry eyes off me, and my brother looks so detached. I told you, we are settling my debts. Marcus will do that. Exactly, sweetheart. Now you are going to be a good girl and let me have my fun, and your brother walks out with all that money he needs. How great is that? Exclaims Marcus, with a broad smile. Have they gone crazy? I don't want to spend even a minute with this lecherous dog. And now he wants to sell me to this old PT for money? What? No, no, I'm going, I say, turning back to the door. But Alec is in my way and grabs my arm forcefully. Stop it, Nora. All you have to do is let him FKU and our money problems are over. What, are you going to say you don't want to? You think I give a damn about you? But look, we need that money, so you're gonna be a good girl and. And screw you, Alec. I explode. What money problems? You're the one who got in trouble in the first place. Why do I have to do this? I don't get a single cent for myself. Now you want to make me pay for the money I earned, and you stupidly wasted? No way I'm doing this. He hits me violently a full punch, throwing me on the floor. I land painfully on my arms, letting out a cry. Shut up. Whose fault is it I'm broke in the first place? Who made me an orphan, hey? You freak. Who gives a damn about what you think? He grabs me by the hair, forcefully making me stand on my knees, and looks at me with those crazy eyes. You're going to do it, Nora. And after that, you better not complain, not a word, because if you do, I will kill you for good this time, you hear me? He lets me go, and storms out, slamming the door behind him. He has gone mad. I'm shaking all over, from the panic and the shock combined. What nightmare is this? Well, well, well. It seems like you have your orders, now. So let's be a good girl, Nora. I'm paying your brother a good sum to have my way with you, so don't you play hard to get now. No. I don't want this pork anywhere near me, and there is no way I'm going to let him touch me in any way. My wolf is growling like crazy inside, ready to defend herself. No way. Chapter 5. It hurts. My throat is so painful, every breath feels like a raging fire. I feel so numb. My body aches all over, and I feel so tired. I can't even find the strength to move or open my eyes. I just lay here, listening to the regular beeping of a machine, and those unknown voices. Consciousness already. We just grabbed her and ran here. She was so. He would have killed her. Too bad we let him get away. How did you know that was her? I didn't. Bobo's the one who insisted. Turns out he was right. Hey, move over there, I can't examine her with you here. I hear a growl, and someone's agitating the soft sheets around me. So, I'm in bed. A real, comfy bed. I can feel someone's breathing close to me. Well, she's better. That shouldn't take too long for her to wake up, now. She'd better. Our brother is making everyone freak out since that girl's here. Looks like he's about to murder someone or something, I've heard that voice before. Where was that? I can't remember. Why am I so tired? I feel like going back to sleep. Asterisk that beeping again. Always the same, regular sound, over and over. It's like I have been listening to it for ages. Great. No pack, no name, no clue who that girl is. She doesn't even smell like a werewolf. I'm hearing those voices again. Who is talking? I am definitely a werewolf, I've just never shape-shifted yet. Stop fussing. He can't be wrong about that, at least. But I still don't understand where she came from. She looks old enough to have been marked, if she was in a pack. Unless the pack doesn't want me. Oh, come on. Do you think a pack would let one of their girls out in that state? Can't be. She must be a stray or something. And what about the scar, anyway? Dunno. It's a few years old, probably a knife of some sort. Too neat to be a claw. But honestly, that's the least of my worries. No matter where she comes from, this girl was in hell. She's got bruises all over, and it's not just from the asshole who assaulted her. Some bruises were older than that, and she has lots of scars, too. I recognize when I see it. Don't say that in front of him, he might really start killing people. Well, he wouldn't know who did it, anyway. I'm half awake again. This is such a weird sensation. My body is too tired to fully wake up, yet too tired to go back to sleep. I find the strength to open my eyes, but I'm in the dark. No, wait. It's night time. I can actually figure out some furniture in the room. Some small lights are blinking on a machine next to me, too. A large window lets the weakly gleaming moonlight in. The sky is cloudless, and I can see a bit of the moon and stars. I feel a cold breeze coming through. Oh, that fresh air feels so good. But, more important, a tall silhouette stands alone against the window frame. Two cold silver eyes are staring right at me. I'm, like, mesmerized. Those eyes are scary and attractive. What is this? I can feel it stirring me up inside, like something suddenly blooming. What is this sensation? It's nothing like I've ever felt before. I can hear my wolf. She's crying. Her voice is so faint, I don't know what's going on. I'm too tired, too weak. I can't hear her. So sleepy. I slowly open my eyes. Such a high ceiling. Where am I? I turn my head. I'm in the biggest bed I've ever seen. I'm surrounded by medical monitors, and it looks like a hospital bed, but brick red walls, wood flooring, and fancy furniture? The room is so huge, 30 people could fit in. But there's only 3. A woman and a man are chatting on a sofa, and a younger guy is sitting to the side in a chair, resting his feet on a table and playing with a smartphone. Oh, I think she's awake. A tall woman gets up from the sofa and comes to me once she realizes I'm awake. She has honey-colored skin and 2 very long, dark braids. Her fingers gently examine me in a very methodical way, although she doesn't look like a doctor at all. She looks a bit too young, maybe 25 or so. She's a bit muscular, wearing a tight leather pants, and high-heeled boots. Okay, her blood pressure's still a bit too slow, but at least she's awake for good. Can you hear me, baby girl? How do you feel? Drowsy. I shake my head and try to answer her. Gosh, my throat hurts. Breathing's so painful, let alone uttering a word. Even while breathing from my nose, I almost tear up just from the pain. There is no way I can talk right now. I try to touch my neck and feel a thick bandage around it. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Your throat is damaged, so it might be difficult for you to talk for a while. Don't force it, okay? It will get better, don't worry. You think you can sit? I nod, still a bit shaken up by everything that is going on. She helps me sit up and puts some big cushions behind me for support. It feels unreal. I don't know these people, or where we are. I look down. I'm perfused and linked to several medical machines. Someone even put me in a hospital gown. Seeing me so confused, she starts explaining. It's okay. This is the general hospital. You were in a coma for about 5 days. We found you last Thursday in the Eastern District, and someone was attacking you. My brother and I intervened, but you collapsed right away. I realize there is one more person in the room I hadn't noticed before. A huge golden brown wolf is laying at her feet, against my bed. I can only see him now that I am sitting up. But still, I have never seen such an imposing beast before. He looks like a bear rather than a wolf. Yes, that's my baby brother, Bobo. I'm Tanya, by the way. Bobo? Is that his actual name? Tanya gives me a reassuring smile, but won't introduce the 2 other people in the room. One of them suddenly gets up from his chair, looking irritated. He's most likely in his teens, with dark messy hair and a dozen piercings in his ears. He grabs a backpack and puts his hands in his pockets, looking annoyed and ready to leave. Great, can I go now that she's awake? He is not asking Tanya, but the last person in the room. A man in his 20s, wearing a very elegant black costume, waits a few seconds and nods. But don't come home late, Liam. I don't want to have to send people to fetch you again. Yeah, the teenager exits the room, and Tanya shrugs and focuses on me once more. Don't mind this brat. Okay, can you show me the parts where it hurts? Now that I glance down, I'm bruised all over my arms, and I can tell my right eye is probably not good either, judging from the pain. I still feel really weak, too. Trying to think about where I feel the worst, I point out my throat, my right flank that is still aching pretty badly, and my arm. She isn't surprised, and explains to me that they've already given me proper medicine. I also had surgery for internal bleeding, but I am recovering well. But why? All this medical care can't be free, and I don't think they are just being nice to me out of charity. While Tanya talks and comments on my wounds some more, the guy standing a few steps behind her is staring at me non-stop. He has a really gentle look, with grey eyes and thin facial features. Now that I observe him some more, he looks a lot like the teenager from earlier. Are they brothers? He looks taller, and his hair is longer and lighter, though. If you feel dizzy, just lay down, okay? That's perfectly normal, considering you were laying down for the last few days. And you had surgery, too. Oh baby girl, you are way too skinny. By the way, how old are you exactly? I raise my fingers to show her. She looks surprised. Really? 17? You look younger. I would have said 14 or 15. Well, that's not too bad then. What is not too bad? I frown, but she doesn't notice my perplexed expression as she suddenly turns towards her brother, who is yawning. The huge wolf sits up and puts his head on her lap. They stare at each other for a few seconds. Oh, right. Bobo asks what's your name. I should have asked earlier, too. I realize they must have been using telepathy. If they are siblings, they are most likely from the same pack. How nice. I could never properly succeed mind-linking with my own pack, because I've never actually shape-shifted. There's that, and the fact that they would probably reject me, anyway. I can't talk, so the man brings me a notepad and a pen from the table. I write down my name. Nora Blue Moon, he reads out loud. A pretty name. He looks like our mate. I feel as if my wolf is saying this. Wait, what now? How do you know he does? But she goes silent again. It makes no sense. We have yet to meet him, so how would we know if he looks like our mate? While I'm trying to understand, some vague memory of a pair of silver eyes flashes, and I realize this guy is almost the same eyes. Only his are not really silver, but more of a bluish-gray. Was that just a dream? Or did someone else really come to visit us while I was unconscious? I grab the pen once again to write my questions, and show them to Tanya. Why are you here? Well, you were in really bad shape when we found you. I don't think that's what she means, Tanya. The man addresses me, standing still next to my bed. The hospital belongs to my family, so that's why Tanya brought you here. And we believe you are someone really special for my older brother, so, we got you the VIP room. How am I special? And how rich must his family be to own the general hospital? I didn't even know hospitals could be bought or had VIP rooms until now. His gentle voice really has a way to make people feel calm and weary at the same time. Why does it look so familiar? Oh, Moon Goddess! I know where I've met him before. He was at the meeting with the Blood Moon clan. He's one of the Black Brothers. And saying I'm special to his older brother means. Suddenly, I can feel it. A loud pounding, like a warning. I tense up. My whole body knows. He's coming near. He's coming here. Chapter 6. I shiver. We hear a step outside the door, and I can barely breathe. Is that what it feels like? Feeling my mate being close to me? That is indescribable. I feel apprehension, and at the same time, I wanna see him so badly. My heart's going crazy. The doors open quickly, and everyone in the room immediately focuses on him. I'm seeing him for the very first time, so why does he feel so familiar to me? Like I've known him forever. Like we've been waiting for him forever. The whole atmosphere surrounding him gives off an oppressive feeling. He's very tall and immediately dominates the room without effort. I was right, I've seen those ice-cold silver eyes before. He stares at me as soon as he comes into the room and walks up straight to me. No, don't approach. Yes, please come. I'm going crazy. This inner turmoil won't let me think for 1 second, and my wolf won't hold still either. The beeping next to me suddenly speeds up, but no one dares to say a thing. I couldn't care less for now. All I can think about is this man coming up to me. His swift steps bring him to me in seconds, and I can't even prepare myself before he sits on my bed, facing me. I barely notice that Tanya immediately shifts back and take a few steps away. His face is so close to me. I can barely breathe, but he won't show any expression. Am I the only one in that helpless state? Is it my wolf nature that finds him so handsome? No, he really looks like he was carved in marble. A chiseled face, with a strong jawline, a 5 o'clock shadow, and thin lips. But I just can't take my eyes off his. Those 2 diamonds that won't leave me, either. Without warning, he lifts his hand to come and very gently caresses my cheek. His fingers feel so warm and pleasant against my skin. This feels so right. I can feel my wolf relaxing, feeling safe and content. How do you feel? He asks, in a really low and deep voice. I just nod, so intimidated. I can't take my eyes off him, as if I wanted to engrave all of his features in my mind. She just woke up. She can't talk yet, but she's definitely better. Says Tanya. Her name is Nora, says the other man. Nora, he repeats softly. Why does my name sound so beautiful when he's the one saying it? I feel so shy and helpless, never have I been in such a turmoil of emotions before. Thankfully I'm lying on a bed, because I'm sure I couldn't have faced him on my own 2 feet, otherwise. What else? He suddenly asks, not taking his eyes off me. Nothing much, boss. She told us she is 17, but that's it. Tanya calls him boss? Now that I think of it, both she and her brother reacted to his presence and stepped back. They're behaving really differently since he entered the room, being respectfully still and quiet. I can tell his alpha aura is such that it won't be ignored, and any wolf would most definitely submit right away and show respect. It can't even be compared to Vincent, he's on a whole different level. I don't even get how I can stand looking at him in the eye for so long. Is that a mate thing to be somehow immune to him? Only the other man, who has to be his brother, is still standing next to my bed, smiling confidently with his arms crossed. He's the only one that won't lower his head while talking to him. She really just woke up, Damien. We could only ask her a few things before you came. How did you know? I felt it. So his name is Damien. Damien Black, I suppose. It suits him, his jet black hair and his elegant dark costume, like his brother. I bet his wolf form is black, too. Looking at his collar, I realize he has a large tattoo on the side of his neck. A black crescent moon, adding to his imposing aura. Who did this? He's asking me. His hand goes down from my cheek to my neck, and his expression subtly changes into something frightful. His commanding tone means to know who attacked me. And his eyes scare me. I can feel the cold anger in his voice as he stares at my injury. I try to think of an answer, but when I try remembering, it's so blurry. I remember my brother dragging me out of the main house of the clan. The suggestive white dress. Walking to the city, entering a building. The fright all comes back to me. Alec pushing me in front of Marcus. The lewd smile and his eyes on me. My brother, abandoning me there. I unconsciously start quivering. Oh moon goddess, I can't remember what happened next. I just feel terrified as soon as I try. Wait, I think I remember. Yes, the disgusting feeling of his hideous paws on me, holding me while I struggled to escape, pushing Marcus away. So sickening, I feel nauseous again. The tremendous fear as I tried to resist him, and blood. Lots of blood. Oh my gosh, what did I do? I start panicking, unable to remember the rest. I glanced down as if I could see the blood-stained dress again. I just remember all this hideous red, on my hands, my legs. So much blood. What could have happened? I don't. I feel like I did something terrible, but why is it that I don't remember what happened? All that comes to me after that is pouring rain, the cold, and my running away in a deserted street. The voice of Alec calling me, chasing me. His cold hands on my neck, tightening, choking me. Nora, Nora, calm down. You're gonna be okay now, baby girl. Says Tanya, worried. She approached my bedside again, worried by my panic state. I realize I've started shaking and tearing up while remembering this horrible night, and I hurriedly wipe it off with my sleeve. All of this is so upsetting, and now I wake up in this unbelievable hospital room, like a dream. I don't want to reminisce this awful episode right now. I'm exhausted, scared, and confused. Boss, I think she just needs a bit of rest. It won't be good for her recovery if she gets too agitated now. I see him hesitating. Is he going to leave? My wolf is whimpering. Stop it. I met him like 2 minutes ago. Stop confusing me and making me want him to stay. This is so disturbing. He looks very angered. Is it my fault? But I can't just tell him about my brother. He gives off a killing aura, like he is about to murder someone as soon as I give him a name. My instincts are telling me I should fear him, be wary of him. I know. Even if he is my mate, I know he still is a black brother. Dangerous. I don't want to get Alec killed like this. He's my only family. Nora. He asks again, but I just shake my head and avoid his gaze. I just can't. I can't. I see him clench his fists. He's definitely angry now. He suddenly gets up and storms out of the room without a word or a look for me. When he reaches the door, we hear him from outside. Nathaniel. His imperious tone leaves no room for refusal. His brother, who has been patiently waiting, sighs and winks at me. That's my time to leave call. Don't you worry about a thing, and rest well, Nora. So the second brother's name is Nathaniel. He follows after Damien and closes the door behind them. I can finally relax a little. He was there for only 5 minutes, but it feels like I just finished a marathon and an emotional roller coaster. Moon goddess, he really was my mate. I lay back on the cushions and let out a sigh of relief. I just woke up, how can I feel so exhausted again? I close my eyes, so shaken up. Nora. Tanya came to sit next to me, and the wolf bear, Bobo, is sitting right by the bed, his big black eyes looking at us. They don't look as tense now that Damien is gone. She helps me get in a more comfortable position. You need to stay hospitalized for a few more days to recover fully. But don't worry, baby girl, you are in the best hands, okay? Like I said, your voice will get back to normal, too, after a bit of a rest, so don't use it for now. I know it's inconvenient, so just use the notepad if there is anything. Bobo and I are here to take care of you, and won't leave you. I grab the pen to start writing again. Is it really okay for me to be here? I show her. Tanya rolls her eyes. Yes, it is. I told you, this whole hospital belongs to the boss. You're his Luna, so of course he won't just leave you anywhere. He went crazy when he saw what state we found you in. Trust me, the medical team will remember it for a long time. You got other silly questions? With the brothers gone, she takes a very casual tone with me once again. It's a bit surprising, but I feel more at ease this way. Are you part of the Blood Moon clan, too? Yep, Bobo and I both. So you know about the Blood Moon clan? Nora, we have to ask you, do you have a pack, too? What happens if I answer this question? Somehow, I feel like this one is dangerous. I remember Damien's angry eyes. Like for my brother, will the pack be in danger if I mention the Jade Moon? Tanya might be kind to me for now, but she still is part of the Blood Moon clan. And my instincts tell me she is no way near clueless. Even if Damien is my mate, and seems to care for me, is it safe to trust them? His actions from earlier might have been gentle, but his eyes. Those are the eyes of a killer. Tanya takes my silence for an answer and frowns. So you won't tell us, I guess. That's okay. You might as well concentrate on your recovery. From now on, you worry about nothing, Nora, okay? And if there is anything, you just tell me, baby girl. I nod. But exactly how safe am I here? I am not that oblivious that I would forget about the Blood Moon. And Damien and Nathaniel act friendly with me, but this hospital suite, Tanya and Bobo guarding me, the anger in Damien's eyes. Everything about this is unsettling. Chapter 7. It's been a few days now that I've been hospitalized. My throat is still horribly sore and painful, but my bruises are slowly disappearing, and I feel less tired. I remember the terrible look I had when Tanya helped me to the bathroom. I never considered myself as pretty, but now I really looked horrible. I had a small cut on my lip and a large blue bruise covering my eye and cheek. Alec really beat me up really badly. The siblings really don't leave me all day. Tanya only goes out once in a while for a few minutes when she needs to discuss something with the medical team or to get me something. She watches my every move like a mother watching her pup, and actually, she won't let anyone else near me. I haven't seen any nurse or doctor since I've been here. She even brings in the meals herself. I've realized the room is actually locked 24/7, which had me wonder why. It's locked from the inside. Are they afraid I might run away? Tanya doesn't seem too worried about that, but I've noticed that Bobo is a light sleeper. If I wake up in the middle of the night and get up to fetch water or go to the bathroom, he instantly wakes up and watches me. I wonder if he's guarding me. He has never shifted into his human form yet, which is a bit odd to me. I have never seen someone stay in wolf form so long. When I asked about it, Tanya said he's just more comfortable in his wolf form, like this is nothing unusual for him. I wonder what the clan will think of me disappearing. Did Alec really get away? What did he tell them? And what about his debt? The thing I'm most worried about is the part that I can't remember. What happened in that apartment? Whenever I try, this disgusting feeling of Marcus' hands on me come over and makes me panic. I know for sure I tried to defend myself, but the blood. I can't remember, and I'm not sure I actually want to. Nora? What do you think, baby girl? Tanya is showing me a dark blue sweater dress, brand new. Today, I can finally quit the hospital gown, and she got me new clothes for the occasion. I couldn't bring myself to ask what happened to the white dress. I nod. It's definitely pretty and looks really comfy, too. Tanya seems happy with my approval and takes out some more clothes from the shopping bag. She got me black tights, a belt, and camel leather boots. Great! Now go change so you can show us how pretty you are. I blush and take the clothes to go change in the bathroom. Thankfully, the bruise on my face has faded. After the hot shower, I'm facing my reflection, and I don't really like what I'm seeing. I am so thin, and I look pale, too. Annoyed with my frail body, I put on the new clothes Tanya got for me. I have never worn such lingerie before. Well, I like the pastel blue color, and it's exactly my size, but it really makes me look S*XY. I just forget it and put on the rest of the outfit. I really like it. I brush my curly hair and do a braid so that it will hide my scar, as usual. But as soon as I get out, Tanya clicks her tongue. No, Nora, what's with the stupid braid? It hides half of your face. But that's precisely the point. Didn't she notice my scar? Anyone would find it ugly. But Tanya won't have it. She actually does my hair all over again and gives me a messy low bun, with an elegant but simple look. I really love it, especially with my curls and the 2 strands of hair that escapes at the front, but what about my scar? I point it with my finger to show it to her, but she just frowns. Oh, stop it, Nora. Yes, you got a scar, so what? You are a pretty girl. So just show your pretty, little face and stop trying to hide behind your hair. I'm not pretty. But I can't argue anymore. Let's forget this, Tanya won't let me win this fight anyway. And at least I'm glad I get to wear this outfit. I haven't dressed that pretty in forever. I point out the door to Tanya, to ask if we can go out now that I'm better. But she shakes her head. Not yet, pretty girl. You have to stay here for now. What? Why? I'm much better already, I can walk and everything now. Sure, my throat is still not healed, and my right flank hurts a bit sometimes, but I still thought I would be well enough to go out now. I grab the notepad. Can't I even take a walk? I've been locked up here for 2 weeks. Please. No. I'm sorry Nora, but these are the orders. What, orders? Does she mean from Damien? He hasn't come back here ever since. Why is that? I was kind of waiting for him. My wolf misses him. Doesn't he feel the same? And what's with him having me stay here? I ask Tanya again. Yes, it's the boss's orders. I'm not gonna go against it, Nora, sorry. Do you want me to get you a new book? Or we can order a movie. She's trying to be enthusiastic, but I don't buy it. Tanya did provide me anything to keep me from getting bored. I've read a few books, and we can watch as many movies as we want on the room's TV. We have already watched the Matrix and Bourne movies, as Tanya loves action movies, and I watched some of the ones I've always wanted to watch, like Harry Potter, Focus or Twilight. I could never see those with my pack, as they never let me in the recreation rooms. Tanya was careful not to comment on my childish tastes. But I didn't dare to ask for Disney movies or the 50 Shades of Grey all the girls went crazy about at my pack. As for Bobo, it seems like any movie has him sleeping in 10 minutes tops. But even with this, I still want to go out once in a while. It's like I'm a prisoner here. I shake my head and keep pointing at the door. Tanya looks sorry, but when she was about to answer, Bobo suddenly gets up from the couch and comes to my side. She frowns and stares at him for a few seconds, meaning they're telepathically talking. It lasts a while, but then she suddenly sighs. It's on you if anything happens. And yes, I am texting him about your idea. She takes out her phone and types for a while. I exchange a look with Bobo. What is this idea of his? A ring announces a reply text, and Tanya reads it. Lucky for you, brother, he says it's okay, as long as we're with her. Nora, Bobo just got you a tour of the hospital. It's not much, but there is an indoor garden, so you will actually get some fresh air. It's not much, but I actually can't help myself but smile. Fresh air at last. I thank Bobo with a big smile, then tuck my notepad and pen under my arm to take with me, but Tanya just laughs and takes them away from me. Don't bother with those, baby girl, I'll let you type on my phone if you need it, okay? Come on, let's go. Getting out of my VIP room really seemed like a big thing to do. It was silly, but I just felt so happy to get to walk a bit, finally. Bobo was literally stuck to me, keeping so close I could actually feel his fur against my leg with every step I took. I did have doubts for a moment that I was not in a hospital, but really a hotel with some medical equipment, but this is a hospital indeed. We walk by lots of rooms, patients, nurses, and doctors. And no one seems surprised to see the enormous wolf walking by my side. Shouldn't it be, not okay somehow? Tanya just keeps texting and silently walks behind us. Turns out she doesn't look so worried about my little outing after all. I might be just walking around in a hospital, but it's really nice. I feel like I'm in a dream. I've been having this feeling since I woke up, actually. All of this is so different compared to the last 10 years of my life. Now I'm just having a walk, and I don't fear that someone might hit me or get angry at me for not doing my chores. I don't have any chores anymore. I just get excellent meals every day without having to prepare it myself and sneak it out. I laze all day, sleeping, reading, and watching movies. Bobo takes me to some ample outdoor space, which is really lovely. This really looks like a garden. There is even a fountain and a few benches where patients are sitting to enjoy the sunshine. Bobo guides me to an empty one. Thank you, I mimic on my lips. He just lays down and starts dozing off. Tanya finally puts her phone away and comes to sit next to me, putting her feet on him like he's some stool. So, how do you feel now? I smile and nod happily. This feels great. I am a bit disappointed we are really outside, but this is still really enjoyable. Feeling the warm sunshine on my skin, smelling the fresh air. Good, you could use some more tan, baby girl. You're white as a sheet. I agree. I've always hated my pale skin, but I guess that's what you get from living in a dark basement. Tanya sighs and turns out to me. She hands me her smartphone, with the keypad activated. Okay, I understand there are some things you don't want to talk about. But, I have to say, Nora, we know nothing about you. We couldn't find where you come from, what happened to you. I get that you've had a hard time, but, Bobo suddenly raises his head and starts growling. Tanya pushes him with her foot. You, shut up. I'll say it if I want to. Listen Nora, the boss is really mad about what happened to you. Nathaniel's got him focused on other things for now, but he won't let it go. Someone attacked you, and I can tell you know who it is. So, won't you tell us? I shake my head slowly. No, I can't. All the more if Damien is going after my brother next. Tanya scratches her head and just nods. Okay, so you really don't want to. So, how about you tell me what you can, hey? Even stupid things, okay? Tell me about. I don't know, your family? Your friends? I hesitate a little. I'm not sure how much I can really say without endangering anyone. I take her phone, and slowly starts typing. She reads out loud next to me. Your parents are dead, okay. I'm sorry, baby girl. Oh, you have a brother? Is he older? Okay. And no friends? Well, you got us now. I smile and nod shyly. That's right, but... She looks at my question, surprised. Oh, you wanna know about us? She laughs a bit. Okay, I guess you have a right to ask since I'm, well, kind of questioning you right now. So what do you wanna know? Let me think. So, Bobo and I have an older brother, Neil, who is the beta to the Moon Clan, actually. Is their brother Damien's beta? We have our mom, but basically, we don't have many friends, either. To be honest, the boss kind of picked us up when we were in big trouble, let's say. The pack is everything to us now. I nod. I guess a pack is everything for werewolves. We need it like a family, for protection, for ourselves and others. I suddenly think of something I heard. Why you don't smell like a werewolf? Yeah, we were kind of curious about that, but the boss was so sure, and your reaction we met you, What? You have never shape-shifted? Are you kidding? I shake my head and bit my lip. No, I haven't. Tanya frowns. That's really unusual. Most werewolves turn for the first time when they're around 10. Of course, some earlier, some later but... You're 17. You. Can you feel your wolf? When did you start feeling her? I nod and show her my fingers to answer. 7? Nora, that doesn't sound like a late bloomer. More like, some barrier or something. I nod. I know I should have let my wolf out long ago by now. But... I just can't. Chapter 8. Do you have some sort of trauma? I know it is bizarre to ask Bulletin. Wait, you do? I keep nodding, slowly. Well, I don't know if it can really be called a trauma for real, but... I put a few words down and show her, but she frowns. From when you were 8. And what happened? Can you tell me? I hesitate a bit, not because I don't want to tell her, but because I'm afraid. It's not exactly a happy story, and I've never told anyone before. It just makes me so sad and miserable. And how much can I really tell her without revealing too much? I hesitate a while and end up giving her back the phone. She reads it and sighs. Your parents were... Oh, I see. I'm sorry, baby girl. Did they belong to a pack? That question again. Somehow, I feel that's what Tanya really wants to know. If I belong to a pack, and if that's the case, which one? I'm pretty sure it's actually Damien who wants to know where I come from, and I don't like it. Why does he want this information for? Before I can answer, Bobo suddenly gets up, turning his head in a new direction. I thought there was something, but as I follow his gaze, I realize it's Nathaniel Black coming to us, with his usual gentle smile. He wears a white shirt under his jacket, for a change, and has a motorbike helmet under his arm. Since his shirt is slightly unbuttoned at the top, I can actually see the crescent moon tattoo he wears on his chest, the same as Damien. I figured it's a common thing within the Blood Moon clan, as I discovered that Tanya has one, too, though smaller, on her arm. Hello, guys. I took a small detour to come to check up on you. How is our princess feeling today? I give him a smile as an answer. It's not the first time Nathaniel has come to visit me since I woke up. He never stays long, but he always displays a friendly smile and will talk to me about anything but himself. I have noticed that he just likes to inquire about my tastes, like my favorite colors, or my personal tastes. Like today, he hands me a small carton box, and when I open it, it turns out there are 4 delicious-looking French channels inside. I love those. Glad you like it, princess. You really have a thing for French cuisine, don't you? I nod and borrow Tanya's phone once more to tell him I love his present. Somehow, I'm a bit more comfortable around him now. Maybe it's because he's always acting extremely nice to me, bringing me gifts like these and all, but I somehow got used to talking to him, forgetting who he is. Really? Well, next time I'll invite you to my restaurant then. There are only French chefs, and you can try it all to tell me your thoughts on our menu. Let's have dinner, just you and me. Deal. Oh, the boss will love the idea, says Tanya, with a mistrusting look, but Nathaniel doesn't seem intimidated at all. He just winks at me, as if we were now sharing some secret, making me blush. Gosh, why is he so handsome, too? His mid-length hair gives him a wild and juvenile look, and his blue-gray eyes must have all the girls fawning over him. He may not be as breathtaking as Damien, but he still is definitely attractive, and yes, I do realize my judgment is most likely totally clouded by my wolf self. But he's more angel-like beautiful, while Damien is the devilishly handsome type. Nora, I actually came to tell you that you'll probably be able to leave the hospital soon. What? Really? That's great. When will that be, and why do I have to wait again? I frown to show him I'm a bit curious about this delay since no one will explain to me. Nathaniel gives me an apologetic look, understanding immediately what I mean. Don't worry, I assure you it will be pretty soon. But then he stops talking and grabs a smartphone. Oh, it must have been vibrating. He answers it in front of me while I take one of my cannels to start eating it. This is so good. Crispy outside and spongy inside, so perfect. I have to try making it myself someday. I take one to give it to the siblings. Tanya frowns and declines it. I've learned that she's not too fond of anything sweet or sugary by now, but Bobo happily gulps it all in one go. Yes, understood. No, wait, brother. I'm actually with Nora, do you want to talk to her? I suddenly raise my head. Damien? Is it Damien on the phone? I look at Nathaniel with eyes full of hope, but he suddenly gives me a sorry look and hangs up. Wait, what? Sorry Nora, he is busy. But you'll see him real soon, okay? I gotta go now. Tanya, Bobo, take good care of the princess, okay? He puts his phone back in his pocket, and he just leaves like that in a hurry. But while watching his hand, I saw it. A stain of fresh blood on his sleeve. Back into my room sometime later, I'm still thinking about it. Was that real blood? Gosh, I know it was. I've seen blood like a million times, how could I be mistaken about that? But I just can't help but wonder about it. Like, how did he get it on his shirt? What was he doing before coming here? I'm not naive. I know werewolves get into fights, and it's not pretty. But the Jade Moon clan was never a very aggressive clan, so I've seen very few fights so far. We usually stand our ground and stay away from trouble. But everyone knows how BY the Blood Moon Pack is. How could they have gone from shadows to domineering half of the city unmatched? They have wiped out an entire clan overnight. And the leader is Damien. I usually try to not think about my mate, as he is still a big, intriguing mystery to me. We've barely talked, and I know next to nothing about him. Do I want to know more? I can tell from my only meeting with him that he is as frightening and dangerous as the rumors say. Any werewolf could tell he is the ultimate alpha material, made to dominate people into submission. Tanya calls him the boss, and even Nathaniel acts differently around him. They are very clear about this position toward him. What about me? How do I fit in this picture as his mate? Nora? Everything okay, baby girl? I'm sitting against the window, lost in my thoughts. I completely forgot about the book on my lap. Tanya seems concerned, and even Bobo won't pretend to sleep. I just nod and smile faintly before resuming my reading. I just wish I could leave this place already. After that, nothing happened for a few days. Bobo would take me every day to the small courtyard, but we didn't hear from Nathaniel or Damien anymore after that day. Tanya didn't say a thing about it and stopped asking me questions to try and know more about my past, for now. I suppose somehow she understood I didn't want to talk about it anymore and let it go. Even if I could go out somehow, my days got gloomier. I just felt trapped in there. As the days went on, I was no longer interested in reading books or watching movies, and stopped pretending. It was suffocating, being watched all the time, not knowing when I would be able to leave. The only thing that got better was my throat, as I could now make some sounds and speak in a really soft voice. But that was it. Tanya would try to cheer me up, bringing me new clothes and stuff, but one by one all the medical equipment left my room, and all I could do was wait, hoping to do the same sometime soon. Then, one night, I suddenly woke up. I just felt it. That state of nervousness, grasping me from the inside. I instantly knew he was near. The room was completely dark, but I knew it. Sitting up, I reached my hand out in the dark, and I felt his fingers grasping mine. "You okay?" he whispers with that deep voice of his. I shiver. That's really Damien. I can feel his warmth close to me. My wolf instantly relaxes. She missed him a lot. Yeah, yes. It feels so weird to be able to touch him at this moment. I feel like I may be still asleep, dreaming, I'm not quite sure. But I know. This feeling is so unreal, I couldn't invent it on my own. I sit up and try to figure his traits in the dark as my eyes adjust. I find the pair of glowing silver eyes right away. "What are you doing here?" "We're going. I'm leaving the hospital now." "But it's the middle of the night." Before I can say a word, I suddenly feel him lift me up, and I'm in his arms, carried like a princess. Gosh, thank God we're in the dark, I must be totally red right now. So embarrassing and intimidating. But what is this feeling of emergency? I can tell he's tense, and I immediately pick up something's wrong. Why would I have to sneakily leave the hospital in the middle of the night otherwise? And in my pajamas, too. Gosh, this is so embarrassing. At least I'm not wearing anything too childish or revealing, just a long, silk slip dress. I grasp his shirt hesitantly. Damien, what's wrong? But he won't respond to me. Instead, I feel him walking away, taking me across the room. What about Bobo and Tanya? What's going on? The door suddenly opens in front of us, and we're in one of the hospital's bright hallways. I can finally see him. He looks so serious, and his eyes are ice cold. I don't dare to ask again and just hold on to him as he takes me away. I realize Bobo is just ahead of us, leading the way and walking fast, looking around as if he's looking for some sort of threat. They're both so tense, it makes me worry. And where is Tanya? Everyone lets us pass as soon as they see Damien. Some even bow to him or show a scared look before running off, but he doesn't care. He carries me all the way to the elevator, where Bobo chases some nurses with a growl so we are alone. The machines go down, and I find being in his arms even more embarrassing now. I can walk. No, his tone makes it clear we are not discussing this. I bite my lip and don't dare to argue anymore. What time is it, anyway? I still feel so sleepy. I lean my head against his shoulder, trying to forget all this tension. I feel his shoulders relaxing a little from my touch. Is he reacting to me because I'm his mate? He won't show any expression, though. Now that I'm close to him, I can smell him for the first time. He's wearing some cologne, nothing too strong, though. It smells good and really suits him. My poor excuse of a sense of smell can't figure what is it, though. It's fresh and cooling like the sea, though, wild and strong like a pine forest at dawn. I really might get addicted to this. The doors of the elevator open in a garage, and Damien takes me to a big car. Tanya's there. She smiles at me and opens the door for us. Damien carries me inside and won't let me go even as we are sitting. Instead, he takes off his jacket and covers me with it. Tanya takes the driver's seat and starts the engine. What about Bobo? I ask. He's too big for the car, but don't you worry, baby girl, he's following us. We will meet him there. But where is there? Tanya starts the engine, and we exit the parking lot. While leaning against Damien's chest, I look out at the window, drowsily staring at the skyscrapers and lights of the city. I love watching the city at night. So beautiful and mysterious. I fell asleep while gentle fingers stroke my hair, surrounded by this soothing and relaxing smell of his. Join our Facebook and WhatsApp group for more updates, link is given in description. Rest audiobook will be continued in next episode.